Best management practices, or BMPs, are simple things that landowners, stakeholders, and users of Turkey Creek can do to preserve the waterway.
BMPs is an abbreviation for best management practices. And what these are standard practices that we implement when we're working around a wetland or a stream. And it's just the minimum practice of trying to maintain water quality and critical habitats for wildlife along stream corridors and in wetlands.
Trees and shrubs help stabilize the banks of Turkey Creek and prevent erosion and sediment runoff into the stream. Their roots hold the stream bank in place. Without vegetation, the banks of the creek will erode and start to slowly crumble into the water. Sediment, or dirt from the creek bank, muddies the stream, affecting the quality of the water and the wildlife that depend on it. It can cover the fertilized eggs of fish and invertebrates and kill aquatic vegetation. Sediment can accumulate and clog the flow of the stream. Trees and vegetation along the banks also provide shade to the creek. A stream bank that lacks trees and vegetation can raise the temperature of the water. Fish and most aquatic life are very susceptible to changes in water temperature. Ideally, tree and shrub species not native to the area should be removed and replaced with native ones. Non-native trees and shrubs like Chinese tallow tree and Chinese privet hedge are taking over the creek, choking out healthy, productive ecosystems. Replacing non-natives with native tree species like oak, maple, pine, and cypress will help restore Turkey Creek to its natural state. Invasive plants like Kogan grass prevent native grasses and understory shrubs from flourishing. The massive roots of Kogan grass actually prevent stream flow.
Kogan grass is a good-looking grass. It looks good. It's very green in the spring. It puts out nice little flowers and little puffy-looking seed, and it's pretty, you know. But it's as detrimental as anything could be because it spreads very rapidly through rhizomes in the soil, and it also spreads like through the air. It's been known to spread 15 miles through the air. So it just needs to be taken out so the native plants can flourish.
Building too close to Turkey Creek is also very harmful to the waterway. New construction usually brings impermeable surfaces like roofs, driveways, and parking lots. These large flat spaces do not absorb rainfall and increase the amount of rainwater running into Turkey Creek. More water volume increases the creek's velocity, causing more erosion and sediment in the creek. Fast runoff can also contribute to dangerous flood conditions. New construction, like houses, apartments, and sheds, should be placed at least 100 feet away from the creek bank if possible. Plan for the additional drainage needs by planting native trees and shrubs between the construction and the creek. This will buffer the water flowing to the creek, slowing runoff, as well as filtering any roadway pollutants and sediment. Using gravel or water-permeable concrete pavers for parking lots and driveways allows water to seep into the ground naturally, where it can slowly recharge the creek through subsurface flows. Lawn chemicals are another threat to the plant and animal life in the Turkey Creek area. Don't spray within 50 feet of creek banks unless using a chemical approved for aquatic use. Chemical spillover into the water can harm fish living in the creek and the animals that depend on the creek for water. Avoid washing vehicles near the banks of Turkey Creek. Soap and other detergents are almost as dangerous to animals as yard chemicals. Take cars to a commercial car wash to be cleaned or wash them away from the banks of Turkey Creek.
Turkey Creek is a valuable resource to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It falls upon all of us to work together to protect the water quality that people, plants, and animals all rely upon.
It's easy to think that a hidden creek can continue for generations to come without intervention, but time is showing us that is not the case with Turkey Creek. This waterway was once the centerpiece of an entire community, and with a little effort, it can be once again. It is time to reclaim that status for Turkey Creek. Simple choices will lead to a better future for the Turkey Creek watershed. Generations to come and the entire Gulf can benefit from the preservation of this historic waterway. For more information about the restoration of the Turkey Creek watershed or how you can get involved in saving a waterway near you, call the Land Trust for the Mississippi Coastal Plain at 228-435-9191 or log on to www.ltmcp.org.